Many, including Dick Gregory, have many sound theories on the assassination of Dr. King. The real truth may come out maybe a few years down the road, and when it comes out, you're not going to feel too good about it. Like the real truth will come out one day soon about the murder of Malcolm X. It's too convenient for you to say Elijah Muhammad did it, the Muslims did it. It's too convenient when the real truth comes out. And I'll tell you what the real truth is. It's that same government that will give you a holiday for a man is the same government that killed the man. It's that same government. In my short meeting with Sister Betty Shabazz, she spoke for a few minutes, and in that few minutes that she spoke, I understood that there's something about this whole drama that I don't know, because I don't know her side. And if you don't know her side, and if you don't know what she went through, and if you don't know why she made the decisions that she made, how can we say we know the truth? We know our side, but we don't know her side, and we may not know all of our side, but the government knows all of the sides. So let's open the files up. Let us all see. Lying demons. They know that Farrakhan had nothing to do with the murder of Brother Malcolm X.
Listen what they told us. They told us that Malcolm X's daughter, see, I don't deal in friendship. Did she do it or not? Deal in logic. Here's a woman here in New York City. She decides she's gonna kill Farrakhan. She leaves New York where all the murderers are. They got people that have killed somebody you just to practice, because they know they're going to kill somebody on July the 4th. They just want to practice. She leaves New York, all the murderers, and goes to Minnesota where they ain't even had a drive-by shooting to hire a white boy to kill one of the most guarded brothers. We don't even have to deal with that. I knew Malcolm. I loved Malcolm. Malcolm called me the Sunday that he died. I was working Basin Street East. He said, "Brother Greg, you coming by today?" And I said, "Malcolm, I love you." And I said, "I love you so much, I don't even want to take a chance to be there." He said, "What do you mean, Brother Greg?" I said, "Well, I close tonight, Sunday night at Basin Street East." And I said, "But I had my wife book me a flight into Chicago at 8 o'clock this morning, and I'm going to Chicago, and I had way beneath my salary booked me into a college about 10 miles from the airport. And I'm going to go there and speak this afternoon, and I'm going to stay there until they tell me you dead. Because I'm not going to let this government get two of us for the price of one. And I'm going to call Adam Clayton Powell when I finish talking to you and beg him not to come there. Because today, the United States government is going to get you. Okay. And I'm not going to be there. I love you. I don't even want to take a chance of my heart changing. So I went to Chicago. And when they came and they told me Malcolm's been killed today, I got back on the plane and came back here. Malcolm was killed because of another brother named DePinto. A lot of people thought he was African, but he was East Indian. He was born in Nairobi. He's the one that changed Malcolm's head from black nationalist to Pan-Africanism and made that connection from here to there. And the government said, we can't let this happen. He's the one that persuaded Malcolm when he went to Africa and stayed 7 weeks and met with all the real leaders. And then he's the one that discussed with Malcolm of bringing racism to the doorsteps of the UN. And as Malcolm was being shot dead in New York City, DePinto was being gunned down in Nairobi. All right. All right. Same time. Go ahead. Tell it. All right. Tell it. Same time. Tell it. That's a fact. So don't tell me about no black Muslims. That's a fact. That's a fact. The same time. That's a fact. Same time. Yes. Malcolm was being gunned down. Now, let me finish this. How this white racist system treats black folks. The black folks that they got to kill Malcolm, Malcolm was standing on a stage like I am. They threw a smoke bomb in the back. When everybody got to watching the commotion, the brothers ran up with double-barrel shotguns and shot him. But under the Freedom of Information Act, we were able to get the autopsy of Malcolm, and all the bullets in Malcolm is going down. Now, I can't stand on this stage and y'all down there pointing up, which means the government have such a low view of those black folks that would do it. They didn't even give them real bullets. They gave them blanks. And Malcolm was shot from the ceiling top. And also under the Freedom of Information, the CIA have been forced to admit that they rented the Audubon Ballroom a week before. And that's when they went in there and tore them walls out and put them guns in the wall and shot him from a downward projection. That's what this game is about.
And I don't believe there's a leader, a person that is over others, that has been attacked as viciously as the media has attacked Brother Farrakhan. And for nearly 30 years, at least 28 or 27, the federal government has tried to get me into their courts by making some of our believing brothers and others who were not believers lie to give them power to take me. I've endured this for 27 years now. I don't have time to go into the details, but it started right here in Houston with the murder of one of the ministers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, a vicious murder that they were trying to pin on me. Did you hear me? Yes, sir. Those of you who were around, you know. Yes, sir. All the time that they were in court, they were aiming for me. Allah protected me. Even when they raised Brother Malcolm to almost the position of a saint in America, at the same time that they raised Brother Malcolm, they raised Brother Farrakhan as one who was guilty of his murder. If they knew that I had some part in it, since there is no statute of limitations on murder, why didn't they arrest me? They knew that I had nothing to do with that. But here's what they were hoping. Young men like these brothers here that didn't know Brother Malcolm, only knew him from books and tapes, and grew to love Brother Malcolm. Then if you thought or believed that Farrakhan had something to do with the murder of your saint, since he's arming you, that maybe you would come against the nation with your guns and in the process kill Louis Farrakhan, and then the enemy would have no problem with Brother Malcolm because he's already dead, and you kill Farrakhan, who looks like he's rising to be the heir of Malcolm's legacy, and he's alive. Let's make him dead. See, the enemy is always working, brothers and sisters, and he's always planning and plotting for you to do his dirty work. And since you didn't do it, now he got to come out himself. And that's what we've been waiting for. Why not call Satan out? Since he's the power that rules this world. Why not call him out? If God is with me, then Satan can't have me. So let's call him out and find out where God is. Now all the punks can stay at home. This revolution will be televised.
Dear Holy Apostle, As-Salaam, Alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful, to whom all praise is due, whom we forever thank for giving us the most honorable and humble Elijah Muhammad as our divine leader, teacher, and guide. I want to put what I'm going to say to you on this tape for two purposes. Number one, I want to really apologize to you for having let you down, for the mistakes that I've made, especially during the past year. I want to confess my fault, confess my wrong. I want to confess my weaknesses. I want you to know that thanks to Allah and you, I'm able to see myself better now. I'm able to see my weaknesses better now and my shortcomings better now. I do believe that in seeing them better, it may be possible for me to overcome them and become a better person. At least I am praying to Allah that this is the case, and above all else, I'm praying to Allah to put mercy and forgiveness in your heart. And if you weren't merciful nor forgiving toward me, I could well understand it. I've always known that Master W.D. Farad is Allah. I believe that Master W.D. Farad is Allah, and I believe that you are his messenger. I believe that your program is right, and I believe that your teachings are right, and that it was my belief in this that made me as successful as I was. Especially it was my firm belief in this that enabled me to stand up in the face of all opposition on television, on radio, before colleges, and before people out in the street at mass rallies, and support your program and present your program and represent your program. It was my faith in it that enabled me to represent it.
Did you know that Brother Malcolm was by the ADL the #1 anti-Semite when he was killed? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Did you know that that's what I am now to them? Do they love me? I'm asking you a question.
No, sir.
Why don't they love me? Because I exposed them. Malcolm exposed them as the architects of all the civil rights organizations. They were behind them, giving them money. And you know what the theme was? Non-economic liberalism. That none of these organizations, CORE, SNCC, NAACP, could involve themselves in economic development, because economic development would take money out of the hands of the Jewish people that funded civil rights. Man, you gotta look deep at what's going on today. Don't be no surface people. But we are the winners.